How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome back to 3 game demos. And welcome to the first 3 game demos video for 2023. I am definitely looking forward to checking out some of the demos that will release throughout this year. I still got a couple of demos that I have to try out that I found from last year, and hopefully make a few videos of them before we move on to the new games and the new demos coming this year. But we're starting off today with the theme of survival games. So when I look at survival games, I'm particularly looking at survival games that have you as the player basically stranded on either an island or basically somewhere in the woods, and your goal is to basically look around, finding resources, basically building tools, basically building gears, building up a house maybe, but basically finding elements to help you survive, at least through, you know, making sure that you have food, water, finding weapons and armor to defend yourself, those kind of elements. We may come across with a few zombie games now and then within this category, but most of the time I'll try and pull that into the zombies category of the series. But we're going to start with a game called Aloft. I think that's right. Yeah, Aloft. Okay, so what's interesting about this game, at least as for what I've seen within the screenshots and whatnot, is that this doesn't just involve around one island, it evolves around a lot of islands, but more sky islands, which I do like the concept and the idea of having multiple sky islands in numerous places and numerous locations, which I think is what I'm looking forward to with Tears of the Kingdom for The Legend of Zelda that will be coming later this year. There won't be as, like, you know, all these grass details like proper islands compared to what we're seeing right here, but let's get to it. Oh, create a new map. Okay. Well, we're going to call this the demo map. And away. Ooh. At home. Okay. Wow, look at this. So this game is made on the Unity engine, and game's taking a bit of to load in, so we may encounter some frame rate drops here and there, but that's to be expected because this is a demo after all. Let me have a look. Is there any settings here? But here we go. I should probably actually mess around with the mouse and keyboard. Actually, we'll try that. If we get into any sort of, like, B-roll shots, I guess I can use the controller, but wow. What's this? A mouse's vulnerable resource creativity was truly limitless. Oh, workbench. Cool. Okay. Well, I can't build it because I don't have any wood. But let us explore. This kind of thing sort of reminds me of some of the levels from Super Mario 64. I know, I can't remember their names specifically, but I know that there's a few levels and a few levels and areas that you can explore that are basically an island-based world. And I find it so cool. Luckily, this, of course, we have a little bit more detailed, and of course, we have a lot of... Yeah, oh, look at that. So there is a day and night cycle. Hold down to lie down. Oh! Oh, that's cool. So I'm guessing that can help us restore stamina, maybe? Oh, look at that. Oh, the clouds. Look at that. So there's probably going to be a storm coming in, so we'll keep an eye out for that. How do I get wood? Oh, I need an axe, don't I? Well. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I like this menu. This menu is pretty cool. Okay, so that's our mini crafting area. Oh. Alright, so I'm assuming that Ah, okay. So that gives us a stone hammer. Nice. Ooh, okay. So this is the kind of thing that I do like when it comes to survival games. It's about finding resources, learning to build some of these resources, and as we can see, we can now build house structures now with some of these bits and pieces. But let's see. But now... Oh, there we go. But now we have a tool that we can grab stuff with. We'll grab some more rocks. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's raining now. Oh, wet. Okay, so these little twigs, we can gather stuff, which is cool. Okay, so let's hide in here for now. So what other kinds of stuff can we research? So... Oh, what can we learn from this? Oh, sharpstone. Oh, okay. Oh, so what can we make out of that? Ah, so that's how you make a stone axe. Okay. There we go. So we now have a stone axe. So we'll put that in there. And I'm guessing the stone axe actually has durability. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Ooh, okay, that's cool. There we go. Okay. We do have enough, though, to actually make a workbench. So let's go back over to where we've learnt to get that workbench. Actually, no, we'll build it here. Let's build the workbench here. Alright, let's pull you here. Okay. So what else can we make? Oh, we can make a lot of stuff now. Okay. Oh. Ah, that's a stone pickaxe. Okay. Alright, well, lucky enough. We can make a lot of these. Alright, so we now have a stone pickaxe. What have we got here? Ooh, long leaf cloth. Okay. Oh, so we can now make a bed. That's cool. Alright. So again, some of these this is the kind of thing I like about with some of these games, is that it gives you the opportunity to basically explore around these different landscapes, and you can find these resources. If I find the right timing, so then it makes me swing a lot faster. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Oh look, there's the moon. Well, still sunlight. Oh yeah, well that could still be a thing. Now, I'm not sure if we can choose the gender of our character, or if we can make a customizable character in the full release. I'm not 100% certain on that. Ooh, listen to that. Oh, that's what I missed. Mother Earth provided that from which we thrived. What have we got? A sawmill. Ooh. So that could give us opportunity to build more wooden stuff. Alright, so there has to be a lot of those across all the numerous sky islands, or the islands that we come across as we progress through the game. I am just so curious of like what else to expect this game, because I'm liking this so far. I like the look of it. The look of it looks like the game looks great. So there's that. There's no waterfall sounds, but maybe not all the sound. Not all the sound implements are in the game yet because of the demo. Now, what I do understand is that there is a multiplayer mode in the works, but it's not available in the demo. It's only the single-player portion of it, which is perfectly fine. I just imagine of like what kind of like crazy things that many players will be able to make when they're doing a multiplayer session of this game. Because I reckon there could be a decent amount of stuff being made. Alright, so we have a bed now, which we won't make just yet, but we do have a sawmill. Okay. So what can we use the sawmill for? F. Ah. Oh, that's cool. Alright. So the more we work on it, the more challenging it gets. As you can see, the thing's getting a lot faster. There we go. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, what else can we do here? Oh, wait, we need to take this, don't we? Okay. Oh, what do we got here? Ah, glider! Yes, we need that. Okay. Oh, that's a cool animation. Whoops. Alright. Okay, so let's put this bed down here. Alright. Alright. This island is now your home. You go to sleep. And we have awoken. Well rested. Okay, so... So how do we use how do I use the glider? Island to island. Must be deployed while in the air. Okay, well, let's go to a high spot in the area and see if we can make this work. Okay, so I see an eye on the top of my health and stamina bar, so I'm guessing that means well rested, maybe? That could be it. Okay, so there's that island down there. Okay, so no fall damage, which is good. Maybe do I have to jump off from the island? I'm going to be risking it here, but I want to see if that actually... that works like that. Maybe not. I'm gonna try and figure this out. It's gonna take some time, but I will figure this out. Is there like a hint guide or something? I probably might have to risk of actually jumping off the island itself. Probably that will activate the glider. I honestly don't know. Because it doesn't necessarily say like how to activate the glider. I think I just have to go for it and just jump. Oh, like water? Oh, dirty water. Can't use that though, so that's okay. Nah. Okay, we spawn back here. Alright, so how do I activate the glider?
A few minutes later.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's... Oh, cool, it gives you the stuff back. Okay. Oh, I see. There you go. Now we can get some... Now we're getting somewhere. That should have been a lot more easier than... Like, a lot more simpler than what I would have thought. Alright. Oh, hello. Ow. Little mushroom things, get out of here. Alright. Wait. So what effect did that give me? Confused. Suffers from hallucinatory visions. Ah, maybe because we're right near a mushroom. We're right near a mushroom. Oh. That's cool though. And to get up to higher places, we just go to where those things are. Those little air pools. Alright. And going up. Whee! it take... Yeah, it does take stamina when you're flying. Okay. So we have another mushroom biome there. Or at least it tells us, like, where our home island is located. That's cool. Alright, let's visit this island over here. Aha! Whee! Okay. The sea of clouds brought us ashore, home once again. What have we got now? A helm! Oh. So we can make airships? Oh. Oh, we can. Steering wheel used to pilot an island. We can actually pilot an island? Oh, you're kidding me. I think this is one of those games where I think I might have to actually do a proper full-on episode of this and actually revisit and check out some of the features that I probably won't be able to feature on this episode of 3 game demos at the moment. But I think we'll stop it here, but I do like this. This is good. This is definitely an interesting concept in terms of a survival game where we're not just visiting one island, we're visiting multiple islands, learning different ways, or learning different, Oh, I see. Hang on, just before I get back to what I was saying. So the stamina is in the same line as the health. Okay. So wait a minute, if I look down... Okay, no, it's just a show effect. There is a photo mode on there. What does photo mode look like? What does our character look like? Oh, okay. Ah, it's a dream catcher? Oh no, that's the glider on the back. The model actually looks cool. I do like the model. Again, I'm not sure if we're able to, in the full game, I'm not sure if we're able to create a customizable character. Hopefully we can at some point, but the model actually does look pretty cool. It kind of gives me a bit of that, a bit of the sort of a Fable vibe, especially with the gloves, just a tiny bit. Go like that. There we go. And we have a screenshot. All right. But there you go. So that has been Aloft. So I reckon that some of you guys should check this game out and actually try it out for yourself. It is, once when you sort of learn how to actually, especially equip the glider, because that took a bit for me to actually figure that out. But I reckon this game has a good amount of potential to be fun. And again, since there's no multiplayer available in the demo, it's still good to basically give this game a test run. And I reckon I will do another video of this in the future and check out what else this demo has to offer. But that is going to be it for Aloft. So if you want to go check the game out and try the game out for yourselves, I will put the link in the description to the Steam store page. Again, like with many of the demos that I will be featuring, I will be downloading most of these demos through Steam. That way I will leave a link to the Steam page in the description for you guys to go check it out. But let's move on to our next game for today. Alright, our next game demo we're going to check out is called the Highrise. So, for what I understand from this particular game, or what they're going for, is that you're basically trying to get your way either down or up through this building, but also surviving against these monsters or aliens that are sort of exploring around the building. That's the gist or the premises, at least, or the premise, excuse me, that I understand of what I have seen from the screenshots or whatnot. But realistically, the only way we're going to check that out is by playing the game. Single player, create new. Oh, we can choose a character. Okay, so we have Daisy, Eugene, Lorenzo, Selena, Dennis. Yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I do apologize, but we can only play either as Daisy or Eugene. Yeah, you know what? Let's play Daisy. And we'll just go with Daisy. I think that's right. Is that right? How you pronounce it? No, the I is after the A. Okay, there we go. Daisy. All right. Location: 48th floor. Days of survival 1. All right. Start the game. Yes. All right. So while that while the game's loading, I'm gonna move my webcam up. I think going forward, I'm going to stick with using the webcam on OBS, and if I have to move it around, depending on what's on the HUD and whatnot, or where the health bar and where all that stuff is located, I will move it around in OBS to make it a little bit easier. So that way, it makes the camera app that I would be normally using for my videos to not have that many issues. But yeah, as you can see, we're basically fighting off these monsters throughout the building. So let's see what this game has to offer. Oop. Oop. Hello? Hi. Whoa. Holy crap. Look at that. Oh, man. Okay. So we have the distillery. There's no dirty water. We have a portable stove. There's no food to cook. What do we got here? Food poisoning. Because of the years of disconnection, the food and drinking water in the building are rotting. If you simply consume these, the food poisoning gauge will rise. When the player's food poisoning gauge fills up, the player gets nauseous and eventually vomits. Well, okay, that's obvious. Player who do this will emit a strong body odor, which will attract nearby monsters. Ah, okay. Stamina up. Fill your stomach with food on a regular basis to keep your stamina from dropping too low. Player will feel hungry. If your stamina is low, then several actions will be restricted. Ah, okay. Well, that is understandable. Okay. I like it that some games, they give you that idea to give you that basic challenge of like, listen, you can't drink dirty water all the time. It's going to make you unwell. So you have to really, if you find like a stove or a distillery, that gives you an opportunity to turn the dirty water into clean water. And I do like it when games are like that. The Highrise building has been sealed off for several years due to the invasion of alien monsters. There you go. The only way outside the door to the roof that was firmly locked by anonymous entity. Go down to grab food and water, collect clues for the escape. Demo only provides a map down to the 31st floor. Okay. So let's see, we're at floor 48. So that's a decent amount of floors for a demo, so that's not too bad. Monsters will pursue stimuli from the player, such as player cough, running footsteps, or sound of stepping on the broken plate. However, you can entice the monster away from the player by throwing a glass bottle and breaking the window. Ah, okay, so they are attracted to sound. Ah, okay. That's interesting. So it gives you, I guess that there will be a decent amount of stealth elements, for sure. Wooden barricade. Ooh. Maybe taking that off was not a bad idea. Was probably not a good idea. Sniffer. After living underground for a long time, the fearsome monster Sniffer has developed a sense of smell and hearing. They have keen sense of direction and will attack players. Or track players' noise and body odors. Especially be aware of sniffer direction that sniffers perform on a spot where strong stimuli occur. In order to hide from the sniffers, go into a ventilation system and apply the oil on your body to mask your body odor. Okay. I need to go this way anyway. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Sky Lounge! Jeez, he was running down there, wasn't he? Let's close this. Okay. Alright, what have we got here? A falling hazard. Well, yeah, no joke. Okay. Oh, man. I've always been fascinated with the idea of not just like monsters surviving in a building. Excuse me, let me just fix my Audacity up. Not just with monsters in a building, right? But any sort of element that involves whether if it's aliens, monsters, zombies, and you're surviving in the building. I know that there has been numerous occasions where we have seen that kind of stuff in like TV shows and movies and whatnot. Maybe a little bit of it in games. I just have not encountered most of them as far as I remember. But it's interesting to sort of bring a survival element into a building, and you have to go down to the surface basically of the building to find a way to escape. But it gets much more challenging each time. It is capable of destroying almost all furniture and appliances. You can get material items suitable for each material by breaking it. Timber, iron pipe, cloth scrap, and plastic pieces. More efficient farming is possible with material appropriate tools. Okay, so say for example, if we wanted to break a bed, for example, or a wooden crate maybe in some shape or form, an axe would probably give us more supplies. Doesn't scratch. Yeah, so we need like an axe, a proper axe. Oh, we do have an axe. Okay, so yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. So I wonder if the characters that are involved, I wonder if each character has their own sort of set of abilities or skills. Because that would be pretty interesting and cool, I reckon. Okay, so crates like these have a higher... Ah, so the larger the item, the more health they have. But in return, they will give us more materials. So let's see. So we have a battery. We have our food. So can we put this on the door? There we go. So that way, monsters won't go inside. So we have the option. Ah, okay. Open things silent. Footsteps be quiet as possible. And keep your mouth shut. Only safe ways. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So we can go into the vents to avoid monsters if we have to. Ventilation system. The only place where you are safe from the sniffer is inside the ventilation system. Sniffers cannot go into ventilation systems due to their size. Okay. Vents can be used to bypass interior walls and move around. Keep the location and flow of these in mind. Well, I guess I will be keeping an eye on them, shan't I? Oh, man. I wonder if there are going to be, like, some enemies that do go inside the vents. Because at least it will give that kind of idea that... Oh. Ah. Okay. That gives us an easy way to sort of explore around the area. Alright, so let's go down here. Close up. What is the... What's the crouch button? General... I won't say. I guess we'll just have to press jump. Okay, so we can take the dirty water, which is fine. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay, I like it. I should probably try and open stuff very quietly. It would make sense. Okay. Water. The water gauge, water drop gauge shows the amount of water in the body. Always keep your gauge hydrated by keeping your body hydrated, obviously. If your gauge is too low, players will cough and his health will slowly deplete. Or, oops. Okay. So I wonder if doing these quick time actions. Actually, if you fail them, it attracts monsters. That's sort of what I want to know. What have we got here? What's this? Oil! Okay, well, we definitely need oil. 7 days left, not filled up yet. We definitely need oil just in case that we do get smelly. Fuel oil. Oil tanks for emergency power remain in various locations throughout the building. A small amount of fuel oil remains and it gradually refills one drop at a time. You can extract oil and use it as a survival tool or fuel of generator. Or simply apply oil to your body to mask body odor. Oh, we can jump into the vents. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, well, let's drink some water. Okay, so we do have... Oh, are we down under from where we were before? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, so the alien must have jumped down this way. If that's the case. Oh, so we're definitely going to be needing to use the vents at some point. I think the game's glitched because I think that's the screw top of the water bottle being put back on, I reckon. Yep. Yep, the game definitely has glitched out. Okay, so we can go out this way if we wanted to. Alright. So this will lead us... Ooh. Oh. Oh. This is pretty good to sort of get an overview of, like, what the place looks like. Oh, damn. Look at that. I don't think there's, like, anything up here as a good view. Oh, maybe, actually. There's something over here. But you just have to be super careful because one mistake, one drop, and you're donezo. Here. So we got a cloth scrap and lettuce seeds. Ooh. Uh-oh. There we go. So, it definitely do get dark when it comes to nighttime. I wonder if we can actually sleep at the tent where we were before. Vents back this way. Whoa. That's a freaking jump. Like, that's a, oh, well, we do have a soft landing because of the tent. That makes sense. Okay, so that's closed. Alright. So we now have some dirty water in there. Let's see. Cooking potato chips. Okay, so we can pick up the stove if we wanted to. Very, very interesting. Like, oh man, like I am just so amazed. Like, the fact that we have buildings that got knocked over and but not be completely destroyed. Like they're just, I'm not sure if they're like leaning. If they're leaning onto other buildings or whatnot, because I would assume. Because I would assume that the buildings would have just fallen over and taken any other building along with it, unless if it was that completely stable enough and strong enough to sort of keep on standing upright. Like that would be that's pretty intense. So we need to go. So I need to go look for some food, is what I need to do. I'll let that keep going, but we're basically going to be in the ballsy section and just try and go for. We can't open that up, can we? Okay, so the main goal, I reckon, is to try and get down to at least level 40 if I can, or at least we'll explore to around level 45, I reckon, is probably what we'll do. And I think the other main goal is to at least try and find some more food, is what we need to do. Ooh. Okay. Need to remember to not press E. Ooh. Close that. Wow. That is intense. So the monsters are attracted to sight and smell, especially for the ones that are mostly around here. Have to keep that in mind. What we've got here? Cornflakes? It has become soggy. Crispy texture is completely gone. Ah, okay. So I do need to sort of read the details of the foods that I find, or the foods, cans, and drink that I find. What have we got here? Peanut butter. It's been so long that it hardened. Ah, I see. Okay, so there's some broken glass there I need to be careful of. What's that? Ah, I picked up dirt. I have a feeling that these mushrooms are non-edible. Mushrooms are grown in the landscapes. It is edible. Okay. I wonder if there are poisonous mushrooms in the game that I have to be mindful of, if that's the case. Well, let's put you there. Put you there. See what happens. No, I got poison. Oh, that is super poisonous. Oh, crap. Man, if you were able to open that up and do a Jedi leap from... to do a Jedi leap from there to up to the vent, that would be some... Oh. Oh. Holy crap, what is this? Woohoo! Oh my god. Well, someone didn't have a very good time, I would say. I think it gives it a bit of the detail of like how dangerous these monsters are. These alien monsters are. So you do have to be like very, very cautious. Yeah, I'm not going down there. That is a break in the feet. Or the foot, if I tried jumping down that way. Alright. Home sweet home. At least what's left of it. Oh, I didn't want to jump. I didn't want to jump back up here. I wanted to close the dang vent. Man, I would just imagine of like how many cars or like how much devastation and destruction is happening down on the surface. Because I would assume that in the full game, the goal is to get all the way down to either a specific level or find a way down to the surface and then get out. But then, if you get to the surface and you're trying to get out, there is that possibility of the alien monsters roaming around in the city somewhere, so... I honestly don't know. Man, I left with 2. I left with... Oh, the stats are right there. Okay. Alright, well, I think I am going to end off this part of the video here, alright? But this is intriguing. I like the idea that they're presenting with this. It's a little bit different compared to, in terms of the story, it's a little bit different compared to a lot of the survival games that I've played, whether on YouTube or just throughout gaming in general. Because the difference and the uniqueness about this particular game is that we're starting off in a building from a high level and trying to work our way down. I probably bet that the more that we work our way down in the floors of this game, the trickier it's going to get, with possibly more monsters that we have to worry about and get rid of, and just basically fighting off as much, and being extra quiet, excuse me. So fighting off the monsters, being extra quiet with some of them because they are attracted to sound and smell, which is noticeable on that. So it'll be interesting to see what else this game has to offer. So I'll have to do some more experimenting with this game at due time. But that was the Highrise. So if you guys want to check the game out, the link will be in the description as always. But let's move on to the final game for today's video. Alright, our final game that we're going to check out is called Pixel World. So I knew I had to explore at least a game or a survival game that is pixel-based format in terms of its graphics. What it instantly reminds me of with this particular game, while that it's a bit more pixelated, more detailed in terms of its art style, is it reminds me of... Realm of the Mad God is the name of the game. So it's not exactly the same as Realm of the Mad God, and of course the art style is completely different, but it kind of reminds me of that the possibility of an open world sort of area is what it reminds me with this particular game. So we're going to create a new character, and we have different... Oh, we could be a frog. So that's what I think drawn me into this game a little bit, was the idea that you can choose the type of species you want to be. And we have different hairstyle. And I think the other thing that drew me to this game was... Oh, that's how we can change the look of the face of the character. Okay. Alright. Create a character. Create a new world. And away we go. Oh, hang on. Let me move my webcam down just a little bit. So this is interesting. So it's kind of like, so yeah, a little bit of like Realm of the Mad God, where you basically have to use the mouse to aim of where you're wanting to fight off. Okay, so I think he's friendly. I'm not sure if this game will have... Oh, I reckon this game will have multiplayer in its full release, I reckon, but... There's some houses over here. Oh, it's a town! Oh, lovely! Ah, we got some shops. Some shops. Okay. Oh! Ow! Hey! Whoa! Okay, the game is not liking me fighting off a goose. Alright. Maybe if let's see if I can change that a little bit. Alright, so I do have to be careful with the gooses around here. And I don't even know like what level that goose was. So it does have a bit of that kind of that's a level 3. Okay. Okay, so holding down right mouse button or clicking the right mouse button is a special attack. Okay. Cutting up grass. I imagine cutting up grass is actually a one way to sort of gain XP. That would be funny. Oh man, and the detail, like, I know I've said this before in what was it? I think it was the live sim games, the live sim episode of 3 games of it. Oh, cutting the grass actually helps giving me my special. Okay, that's good to know. What was I saying? So, again, a game that is as simple as a pixelated game like this, if you can figure out the placing of the pixel dots, or just any sort of pixel whatsoever, you could still get a good detailed game. And that's why I like so much on Potion Permits, Tiny Life, and I can't remember what the other one was. Spirit Tea, that's it, Spirit Tea. Just as simple as this kind of art style, like you still get some pretty good detail out of it. It's a piggy, a piglet. Okay. Alright. So the game is a little bit... So it does lag when it comes to fighting off any sort of enemy and whatnot. And unfortunately, there's nothing much else I can do of that. And then again, we are looking at a demo. So... Are you going up to me? No. Okay. So you're just going to be chill? Yeah, so the game does lag when I'm hitting an enemy. Kind of sucks, but that is perfectly fine. We are looking at a demo after all, so hopefully as the game does progress in its development, they'll hopefully fine-tune the game a bit and make it not act like that in either one of its later updates or in its full release. Ah, okay, so there is a dash. So control is dash, which is a little bit weird, but I reckon it will take a getting used to. Actually, let me try something here. Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I changed the screen type, so instead of borderless, it's... Whoa, that's a big dude. Level 11. I wonder if it's gonna be like, those, IO sort of games. Like, I can't remember, like Snake IO. I can't remember what the bubble or the circle IO game was. I can't remember. I wonder if it's gonna be like that with this game. That would actually be something. So what if I can talk to these guys? How do you do? I've been trying to keep myself self-care lately. It would be great if I could bring me 1 star. Alright. Quest give a decision. Whoa! Oh. Okay. Okay, so I can't enter any buildings or houses. Okay. How do you do? What a wonderful day to explore in our natural world. Safe adventuring. Hi, thank you, and a safe adventuring to you. I wonder if this is like going to be like an RPG sort of simulator-like game. That would be actually kind of funny. Hello, I'm looking to get my hands on 9 carrots. Bring them to me and I will reward you. Okay, farewell, my friend. Ah, you... Okay, so changing the way that the screen works doesn't work. Alright, and at least the charger does a lot of damage, which is cool. Okay. Oh, cool. What's this? Oop, loading. I like the music. The music's good. Oh! Ah, okay. So, a tent, kind of like, Starbound. If you're in a tent, it heals your health up while you're sleeping. Oi! What are you attacking me for, little piggy? What a sneaky, sneaky little piggy. So it depends on some of the creatures. Okay, no point going that way. That hurts. Depends on some creatures. They can either be passive or hostile. Because we've seen one with one of the gooses, and we especially have seen that with the piggy. Man, this music. You gotta love good music once in a while. It just, it's... Especially for a place like this little forest here. It just works. I see a big piggy over there. Oh, ow! A coyote! Oh, geez, that coyote is high level. I'm out here. Whoops. I'm dead. I got stuck. Because I think what happened was, oh, the tent also acts as a save point. Okay. Because I think what happened was that, so I'm assuming, whoops. I don't know what happened there. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so I think that's just probably just a bug effect with the demo. But, oh. Oh. Game taking its moment to load in. So I think what's interesting, so that's interesting. So I reckon if you go into a cave numerous times, it auto randomly generates the area of where that cave lives in. That's actually kind of interesting. How do you do? Want to buy a weapon? Here, take a look at and see what I got. Alright. Basic iron sword. Alright, I don't have enough to buy anything at the moment, but that's okay. And the map is not loading up properly. So say, for example... Yeah, okay, so depending on where my mouse and cursor is located, that's the direction of where it would dodge, which is why I got stuck in that little forest cave bit. That's okay. That's okay. That is worth noting. Yeah, I'm not going to get much of it. I think I might have to restart the save for a second, just so that I can get the map. Just to get the map working again. So let me load it back up. Oh, but it restarts the map on again. Oh, well, that's alright. I'll roll with it. To be expected, I guess it's fair to say, because we are playing a demo, so no harm done with that. Kind of almost makes me think of Don't Starve a little bit. I haven't played Don't Starve in a while. Pick down. Oh, a mushroom. At least healing is pretty quickly. I wonder if they will slide that down at some point. Whoa. I'm just going to laugh at some of the little glitchy moments I reckon the game is going to have. Or a little bug moments here and there. I think that's probably what I will be laughing the most of, I reckon. But hey, I can't really blame the game for its current state. This is a demo build of the game anyway, so I can't really be too critical about that. Ooh, here we go. Let's see. Okay, interesting. So... there we go. Alright, so we should be able to last a little bit longer with this armor. I wonder if the armor has durability, actually, now thinking on it. Okay, so at least the good thing I do like is that it's not a permadeath kind of thing like Realm of the Mad God. Because I know that once when you die for good. So yeah, when you get killed for good, and you basically have to start from the very beginning. And I have nothing against that. Like, permadeath games, it does have its enjoyment, and I like it when, especially if it's like a roguelike kind of game, it gives you that opportunity to sort of rethink your strategy a little bit, and gives you an opportunity to sort of like start from the beginning, find the gear that you want to have, and then just keep on going. Yeah, if there was like a multiplayer sort of mode that this game would have, what am I doing over here? What the hell? What the hell? I just got teleported. Unless if it was like, unless if I hit like the edge of a world, or maybe. That could probably be it, but I don't know. It's really hard to say. Oh, there we go again. What the heck? You will not the best of me, dragonfly. Be gone. So I'm nearly leveled up. I wonder what happens when you do level up. I reckon they'll probably... I won't go after the little piggy. I just find it funny that I'm walking on the water and just running on the water, and it has no, like, doesn't show any effects of slowing down or slowing me down. Okay, so I feel like that you can freely explore certain areas, but I feel like that as the game develops, I reckon that probably accessing yourself onto the water will probably won't be a thing in the final game, I reckon. How is it that the goose has so much damage? I'm dead. Like, he does, it's level 1, it still does so much damage. Alright. And we have leveled up. I don't think there's like a, sort of a skill point system that the game has, but I guess that's alright. But we do get a lot of health. So we now have from 250 to 354. So that's 104 more health from that level up. There you go. That is something. So I think there's not really much else to sort of explore within this game. I reckon I will muck around with it a little bit more a little later, but I reckon that the point of the idea is that it's just showing what the game is like, and I feel like the more elements will be added in due time, but I'm not 100% certain. It's an interesting game. It's silly. Like, it's a silly game that it has its difficulties, it has its challenges to begin with, especially for a level 1 against fighting off level 1 enemies. There's definitely some fine-tuning I think the game needs. For example, you know, the game not lagging when you're hitting an enemy. That is kind of a bit of a bummer that it does that. Teleporting and teleporting to like the front of a cave was a bit weird, and the map taking its moment to load in and whatnot. There's a few little things here and there that the game does suffer from at the moment, but then again, it's important to keep in mind that what we're looking at here is an early build of the game. It's a demo, and it's basically just showing off a few elements. So I reckon that once the game is sort of fine-tuned a little bit more over time, then I reckon it will be a fun little experience. And again, the idea of imagining if the game did have a multiplayer feature, it will be absolutely chaotic, like a little bit like Realm of the Mad God, which I reckon I should probably install and actually play that game again, because it does get a lot of fun from time to time. But with that being said, I reckon that will be it for today's video and for 3 game demos. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you want to try this out and experience the little craziness that this game has, then again, the link will be in the description. But yeah, check out all the demos that I've played thus far, as well as check out my previous videos in the 3 game demos series. Check out some of the demos that I have played in those videos. But that's going to be it for this one. So thank you very much, guys, again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos heading away. Until next time, this has been 3 game demos. I'm Liam from Australia. Liam out.